Welcome back to Bigger and Louder, episode 5, part 2.
You know something, man? Like, listen, you got to extend out your vacation, your trip for an extra week, because what we should then do is get in a fucking car and just drive for 8 hours a day. I'll pay for the gas. I'll pay for everything. We just like bar hopping. We're going to food hopping, and we're going to make our viewers disgusted with how much food we're shoving in our in our mouths,
and
and
if
just
we
try
make
to
it home
last the
to
whole
our
day.
families and children, if we make it home, then
Pretty
we'll
much.
then we'll edit the content and see if there's anything in there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy to do that. I mean, we'll make you disgusted. We'll literally recreate a new man versus food. Like, instead of doing one big meal, can John and Anthony make it to 30 restaurants and eat 30 meals in one day? Like,
so we have a call to action. Then we need to raise money here to rent an RV or a Sprinter van.
Yep.
For me and you to do a trip, a cross country trip.
I'll do it. We need the support.
Take the show on the road. Yeah. Well, once we get to the support, that's going to be like our first plateau. We're going to go up, and like once we can do it, we'll take a cross country trip. We'll get a whole van retrofitted so we can broadcast, and we will make a mockery of this nation's eating bar standards, and we will just push beyond the limits. And there has never been a challenge that I've seen Anthony back down from. Here's one for the fucking. Let me dust off the books, okay? On this.
Oh, because I got one too. Trust me, this is my mind. But you go first. You go first.
Yeah, Anthony invented an eating challenge of his own at a pizzeria in Monroe, New York, just so he could have him put his fucking face on the wall. Okay, do you remember the name of that pizzeria across from the captain's table?
I do, but it gets what I think you got me mixed up with the Friendly's challenge. Friendly's had the ice cream challenge.
You definitely ate the whole pizza from Big Mike's.
No, I do remember that.
Slices that were this big.
Yeah,
okay?
So
you did it.
So like to be clear,
and
again,
yes, you ate a whole one or how many Jim Dandies?
It was like 4 in one shot, but like I'll take like my teeth are still damaged from the cold, the ice cream still. Like I have nerve damage still because to get through that challenge, I wasn't chewing, I was swallowing it. I was just swallowing it whole. And to this day, my dentist has to check on my 2 back molars because they're not doing so hot right now. So
okay, like here's one too that I don't remember if you done this one, but my parents wouldn't let me. We went on vacation. I think it was like to Denver, Colorado. And one of the first places that we went was Fuddruckers. So Fuddruckers are like, they're few and far between now, but they had a challenge that was like off the charts with food.
Wait, it's called Buck Fudders?
Right. We have butt fuckers. That's probably why they
Buck That's right. Wait, is Sean Connery on this? Buck Futter!
Oh my god.
The day is mine.
But I remember, man, like I went in and we saw somebody trying this challenge, and it was like burgers, onion rings, French fries and shakes, clam chowder. Like it was like all over the map of this food. But there were like pictures on the wall, and I was like, one day I will be on that wall. And I never got to try the challenge.
Well, I want to also dust off my memory book. So I'm gonna have John tell the story, but I'm gonna set him up to kind of redeem himself a little bit here. So John was a young politician back in high school, and he ran for class president against a girl who shall go nameless, but her family had a lot of money, so they gave her a lot of money to hit her campaign with more decorations, more giveaways, and it was a really competitive competition. It was like, David versus Goliath, and John was David essentially, but he didn't. So John didn't really have enough capital to kind of, launch his campaign the same way this girl did. But John, why don't you go ahead and tell the viewers what you did to think that you're acing the whole idea that was going to get people to side with you for class president, and tell them what you did and where your thought process, how it was going to flip their minds to make you the preferred candidate.
I have to ask you a question first.
Okay. Are you trying to dodge it?
When's the last time that you talked to Glennie? Because I'll tell you now,
Yeah.
The fact that you brought up this story right now, the fact that he sent me this. For those of you that can't see it, this says right here. This was the poster of what Anthony is talking about.
Oh,
I had to come up with something to combat the foot-long pixie sticks. The foot-long pixie sticks, and this was it.
Well, again, you got to tell the
chocolate milks. I drank 12 chocolate milks
in one sitting,
10 minutes. Yes, in under 10 minutes.
Your blood sugar must have been through the fucking roof. What did the doctor say when you went for your physical? Was he just like, my goodness? He's like,
it wasn't that bad. I will tell you, for drinking that much milk and chocolate milk, the worst thing that happened was gas.
Oh, really? I thought maybe you would I thought maybe you would have blown up the school bathroom.
Yeah, not even, dude. Not even.
I mean, listen,
an accomplishment.
Listen, I give you kudos. You ran out of ideas and you went down swinging. The running mate was giving pixie sticks, candy. She was giving out possibly, gift
bribes.
cards.
Yes,
bribes, dude.
Perfect practice.
Yeah, I think she gave me like $10. I think she gave me like $10. And I was like, back then it was a lot of money when you weren't working. I was like, my God,
that's like 3 jumbo lunches, like jumbo lunch back. So that's another one. Like lunch nowadays for my kids costs $6 a day.
Oh man.
We went to school. We graduated in what? We graduated in 2004. We're coming up on our 20-year anniversary.
20th year anniversary. Yep. It's a long time.
Shout out to class of 2004.
It feels like yesterday, doesn't it?
Okay, so back then lunch was $1.75, or for my fairness, lunch was $3.10 for a jumbo. Okay.
Yeah.
So you could get 3 jumbo lunches for $10.
That's an understatement, John.
And Anthony had the hookup. All right.
Yeah, I had a hookup.
You had the hookup. We all had the hookup. Yeah. The family member.
I had a family. Everyone kind of like leached off of me to kind of like hook them up in that lunch line, and she didn't give a shit. She was like, "I've been here for 20 years. Not going to fire me for giving jumbo lunches out." Half the food, honestly, half the food went to waste. No, half the food went to waste. It's a fact. Like the school systems have to actually overbuy because you can't not have enough for the amount of kids because you can't determine how many kids are coming with lunches who want to buy lunches. So, it's like you go to like back to pizzeria and have to bring them back. And again, like half their inventory goes to waste. Like they budget for the fact that I
can attest to that. Yeah. You're right. Because I don't know if you remember, every year, the Mask and Mime group, the drama club at our school, would do like a cabaret, right? They would do a cabaret night, not a big play, but in the cafeteria, they would get together and do a cabaret, and it was like hosted by the kids and the students, and all that. And we'll definitely one day dive into Anthony and I's journey, personal journeys through WHS Mask and Mime. But I always loved that, and I think from my sophomore year, I actually started working not in the front, but in the back, and just helping like the cafeteria, the lunch ladies. Because like Anthony's mom was there, and I think I needed hours for some volunteer thing, and they said that I could do that. And I remember, I'm such a fat fuck. I remember how much food there was in this kitchen for those people, and I just kept thinking to myself, "There's no way they're gonna eat all this, baby. There's no way they're gonna eat all this." And at the end of the night, man, we would get to like feast on whatever leftovers there were. Like, it was so good. Yeah, man. That was good times. So here's my redemption story. When I worked at Paramount Pictures around the Super Bowl, a wing eating competition. And yes, Anthony, I am fucking proud to tell you I am the 3-time in a row Paramount Pictures wing eating champion, baby. I don't have the trophy on me now, but I will find the trophy for our next episode, and I will show you. It's this big with 2 big chicken wings on top, baby. That drum in a flat. The funny thing about this is, the first year I was told that people took this very seriously. And the men that I was shown, who were previous winners, looked
obese.
Like they took like it seriously. Yeah, they looked like they took it seriously. So, these guys, like, I'm like, man, if they were in it, like, what am I going to have to do? So I remember not eating anything for like about a day and a half before, except like iceberg lettuce, because I was watching stuff online that said like that will fill you up, right, and expand your stomach, but there's not a lot of calories in it, and you'll be full, but like whatever. And at the time, I was a trim, 210 pounds, not 200, not 270, but a trim 210. And I was like, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna do it. So I ate all the lettuce. I practiced my ass off. And when it fucking came down to it, they put 5 pounds of wings in front of about half a dozen.
5 pounds to you or 5 pounds across the table?
No. So what they did is they took a bowl. They put the wing, they put it on a scale, I assume. Right? I don't think this was fixed. And if it did, I blew that curve out of the water. But they put 5 pounds of wings in everybody's bowl, measured to be with bone in, meat, and everything. Okay. When they told me this, I was like, well, wait a minute. That means I don't have to clean off every single thing, because what they were going to do is they were going to weigh them all afterwards and subtract from 5. Okay. But like, I was just taking the wings and like sucking the meat off of each one, like one pass on each one at first. And I wasn't watching anybody else because I was like, I'm just going to keep my head down and do this. At the end of the however long it took, the 5 minutes or whatever it was, they weighed everybody's bowl.
Oh God.
And I had won by over 2 pounds.
Oh my
goodness. Next person did not even eat a whole pound of meat. I had eaten like 2.5 pounds or like something of meat. Like, I was just like this.
John,
I've never believed it in my entire life, dude. I was so embarrassed. So the next 2 years, like, I did not. Actually, I should take this back. I ate a little bit fast, not as crazy or as Gavone-ish as I did the first year. But I ate fast because there was other people who wanted to challenge me. And then the third year, I didn't even try. And, like, I was just like eating them, and like it was just like some ladies and some like very thin.
It was just you built up the muscle memory. It was like muscle memory,
right? And at that point, it was like riding a bike. So like I passed the torch, and that was that, and that's the absolute end of my binge eating competition days.
John, when you went to the doctor after 3 years of powerhousing wings, did they diagnose your blood type as either blue cheese or ranch?
The funny thing is, all my blood work always comes back pretty good. I should be going back because I should have gone in January for my birthday, but I didn't go. I didn't have time yet. I didn't have time. That's a bad excuse. I had the fucking time. I just didn't do it. But my cholesterol and everything has always been good, right? Like knock on wood, right? So,
knock on wood, yeah. Because we're actually, with wings,
I've been doing cardio again.
Doing cardio. Like wings specifically, like I've seen and heard stories like that's how people get actual ulcers because like it's so spicy. Like even that channel on YouTube that does like the celebrities and they do like how fat, literally like the spicier your food, you can actually develop ulcers in your stomach where it's like incurable and you have to like monitor it because your stomach is really not designed to take on that much heat. So when I order wings, I'm just kind of like, give me like the bare buffalo, done. I'll indulge my taste buds with a few spicy here and there, but like I think there's actually some sauces that are not even legally to be on the market because it's actually like a degree that's actually considered like lethal, and I think they only sell it or you can use it like Mexico and like Brazil and places that like aren't gonna I don't know, there's places that where the laws aren't exactly so narrowed, if that makes sense.
So you're telling me there's black market hot sauce?
Yeah, literally. I've seen like
I got these hot sauces. You open up the jacket, I got these hot sauces, baby.
You got these hot sauces. What do you need?
Well, I know that they just like up the ante. Like the Reaper is not the hottest pepper anymore. Like there's something hotter than the Reaper. But I absolutely love that show, Hot Ones. So shout out to the Hot Ones.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's just a simple idea. Just sitting at a table, eating wings and just having dialogue, right? But like the hardest thing is getting celebrities to sit there and just like do it with you because they're busy doing their own thing. But like, what a simple idea that sells. Just watch two people eat wings and just talk.
Well, I mean, getting famous people to do anything is great, I guess, right? Like shit. I could watch a lot of famous people do a lot of different things.
That's the world we live in. It's like
right?
It's like we're no longer entertained by ourselves. We have to watch other people in their daily lives be entertained at this point. That's
what's weird. That I don't know. It's not their daily lives. Like I'm not gonna watch something.
Is it daily lives? I mean, come on. Like you turn on the TV, everything's like
you're gonna go on if your daily life includes gorging yourself on hot wings, or pouring fucking ghost pepper down your throat, then yes, you got a problem, Anthony.
Yeah, you ever heard of the show called Bar Rescue?
Yes, I've heard of it.
See, yeah, that's all they do. They've shown some slops and some dive places, whether they were successful or not, and just people just like powerhousing food. I mean, look at the Man versus Food. That's all that guy did. He was literally a poster boy for obesity and cholesterol.
But I've heard, and like I don't know whether this total disclaimer, I don't know if there's any truth to this, but like I've heard that was like the only thing the guy ate, right? Like he goes in, he does the challenge, and that's it. Like he doesn't binge eat like the next day. Like he takes like a week off and then he does it the next week or something. I don't know.
That's
actually,
how he
did that, but
I mean, if that's the case, we're not gonna like talk about him, but like that's actually more unhealthy to only like eat a heavy meal for one day and go several days without really kind of eating properly.
Oh, I don't think he's gonna go several days. What I mean is like I think he probably prepares himself like a day or two before, right? And then he has the thing, and then he has like a diet afterwards, and like shows like that, like with the insurance they have. Even if the guy is like signing like some type of waiver, like I'm sure they're going to have him like get his blood work done like several times during production. I would think, and I'm not, insurance or legal, but I have worked in entertainment, and I don't think they're just going to be like, here you go, pal, have fun with the fucking cholesterol.
Okay, something. I have an idea. Okay, so here's a hypothetical. Okay, who do you think could eat more? Would you bet that you could eat more wings? Sorry, folks. I got hung up. I'm like really thinking about this. So sorry for that.
Okay, think it out. Let's give Anthony a minute.
It was not a technical difficulty. So, do you think that if you sat next to Kobayashi, could you eat more wings than he could than versus his hot dogs in that time?
I would have to eat Kobayashi.
You think eat Kobayashi?
I would have to eat him. Like
I know you dropped the title to that one other guy, but like if you had the same amount of wings to his amount of hot dogs, could you out eat him in a time frame?
No, are you kidding me? I'm not like a type of like actual competitive eater. I was just like the fattest guy, or like the at least at the time, a former fat guy. But like I was like, I could do this. Like wings and like like I'll tell you this now. Like I had wings listed as my favorite food in my dating profile online, right? So wings were like my number one thing. Like that was my favorite. I'm like, free wings? All right, if I lose, it's lunch. So
John, was that like on your profile when you meet for your first date? Just bring a plate of wings and we'll just put it together. Like that was what you meant. Like maybe like okay, Cupid, or maybe
judging a girl on like how she eats a wing. Does she like
eats it
like that?
Or does she actually get in it? Yeah.
Suck fucking meat off that bone.
Oh, man. What are you talking? The way you said that just got me cringed. My goodness.
You got some movement over there?
Oh, man.
I'm also available for voice recordings. Shit, man. No, but I'm telling you, man, like I think we're gonna have fun. We're gonna do this pizza competition. Like I think we're like at least like we're gonna go and have a couple slices.
So John, so listen to this.
We're gonna get together soon.
I just got a message in from one of our followers. We got a follower, people. All right, like they can see.
One question first: is it my mom?
No, it's not your mom. It's a real person. It's a real person.
Hey, my mom is real, man.
It's an organic person. And this person is asking us, we're not going to give their name away just because we don't want you to blow them up, but they're asking, okay, if you guys do a pizza contest, you need to sit down and order 2 whole pies and see who can finish it first in one sitting.
Oh my God.
So you get your pie, I get my pie, and we cannot leave until it's all done. Or whoever taps out first.
I mean, I can. All right, I have. Let's do that. I'm into that. But what we should do is we'll get a bunch of different pies, not like extra large, but like we'll get a bunch of different pies.
Yeah,
and then we'll eat them for the entire fucking time that we record, or if we go live, we'll eat them the whole time, and we're not allowed to turn the camera off until they're all gone.
Just one sitting. We're live streaming. That's fine. We'll show in real time.
Live stream the cow. We'll announce it. We'll put it on the page. We'll blast it out there. But you will be able to watch John and Anthony go through a whole town's worth of pizza.
Oh my God, my arteries are already hurting, crying right now. Why did I agree?
I know. My heart just went. No, the fuck you won't.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh my goodness.
Oh shit, dude. But thank you guys for joining us. Season
Appreciate
1,
it.
episode 5, Bigger and Louder with John and Anthony. Take care, everybody.